It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you? Yeah. Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And there's no doubt about the talent that we see from C.J. Stroud. We've watched it develop in his first 2 years in the league. But the best way quarterbacks are graded is winning. He's out there trying to win his third division championship in as many years.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Stroud looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send Kirk in motion right. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And one more time, here's Kirk. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Mayfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st down, Buccaneers.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the Texans' 22-yard line.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield off the play fake. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
7-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans nothing.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
At the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
At the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Now 3rd down and 7. And Stroud now to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So on 4th down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. Stroud now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 3rd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now Stroud. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. That's complete left side to Shepard. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 5-yard line.
Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers.
They had the short
14,
field, and they made quick work of it.
Texans
Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Quick slant to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Kirk, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 52 yards. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Texans 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield looks to throw. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. But Houston's offense taking over again. Looking to put a drive together. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another one caught by Collins. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And now at this point in the 1st half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
26-yard line.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Stroud looking to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And here comes Berrios. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Getting to him for the loss there, that's Kalijah Cansey. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you talk about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Stroud to throw it. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
At the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8. Stroud. Ogunbowale on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stroud. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Texans. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Finding Nick Chubb on the slam. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Here's Mayfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Here's Nico Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Ibuka. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Second down at the Texans' 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And it'll be intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll start by running the option to the right. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And that's all about recognition right there because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Mayfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
3rd down.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Tough one there. 1st drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. And trouble trying the middle here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action. He's got this complete to Stover, the tight end. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage. Okay.
Handoff here to Ogunbowale. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down at the 19-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tampa Bay.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on third down to keep this drive alive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield off the play fake. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Otten brings it in over the middle.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A gain of 18 on
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run out of the gun with Irvin. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Second and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston, it's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Options galore here, second and a few inches. They'll look to throw.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Now, that was a great play defensively. Every gap in the middle covered. They end up losing yardage, and now that brings up fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
Stroud will run the option left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
That's complete. It's Collins. Now he's into the clear again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, 56 yards. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should to other throws.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Texans 35.
5 plays there on that drive.
24.
And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, look at the juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Texans offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been 1 step ahead of this defense all game long. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
From the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Number 9, Ibuka. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield down. Open man is Ibuka. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mayfield on play action. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
13 yards.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing, Mayfield. There they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs
They'll
will
motion
set up
out one
for
of the
the
tight
two-point
ends.
conversion.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Buccaneers 32.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, good move. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their star running back Nick Chubb getting set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Throwing now is Stroud. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stroud looks to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
That's good for a Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.